Coming up on this week's episode, RedTail Flight Academy honor Tuskegee Airmen, also Whirly-Girls announced scholarship offerings, and Pan Am Academy selected for B737-800 pilot training. Welcome to Airborne Flight Training. This is a weekly program dedicated to all things flight training, from student pilots to the new commercial pilot and anyone interested in becoming part of the aviation industry. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. The RedTail Flight Academy celebrated the opening of its Flight Academy on September 10th at York Stewart International Airport. Honoring the legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen, the RedTail Academy will train 7 aspiring Black aviators from inadequately serviced communities. To strengthen the foundation of the Academy, original documented Tuskegee Airman Lieutenant Colonel Enoch Woodhouse will attend the opening ceremony to welcome the inaugural cadets, including 3 females and 4 males. The Academy strives to increase the percentage of non-Caucasian aviators from less than 2.5% represented in the military and the commercial space to at least 4% in the next 10 years through their efforts and community engagement. We're honored to be the first Part 135 provider to partner with the RedTail Flight Academy to help support the next generation of aviation talent, said Lieutenant General Thomas W. Bergenson, Chief Operating Officer at Wheels Up. Founded by the New York-based chapter of Tuskegee Airmen, Inc., RedTail Flight Academy will use aviation as a developmental tool focusing on STEM, leadership development, and the legacy of the original Tuskegee Airmen. The training program is a 10-month curriculum, certifying students between the ages of 18 and 21 with a FAA-approved 14 CFR Part 141 multi-engine commercial pilot license and an instrument rating. After the break, Whirly-Girls announced scholarship offerings. Those details after these messages.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the flight training industry, we're going to be summarizing some shorter stories in this brief segment we call Around the Patch. Legacy Flight Training reveals new simulator. Legacy Flight Training reveals that the company has received FAA certification for use of the new Fresca flight simulator for the Piper M600 SLS in their curriculum at their training facility on the Piper Aircraft Campus in Vero Beach, Florida. The M600 SLS simulator provides a realistic flight experience as it uses an actual M600 fuselage, pilot seating, sub-panels, switching, and flight controls, a multi-channel projection system with wraparound visuals. Bartoloni Air is the first operator of the CAP-10C NG. Bartoloni Air, located in Poland, has become an operator of the legendary CAP-10C NG aerobatic plane. EASA regulations state each future airline pilot must complete a course in aircraft upset prevention and recovery. UPRT has been introduced in order to prevent the chief cause of contemporary plane crashes. The first CAP-10C NG aircraft arrived at the end of June, which made Bartoloni Air its first operator in the world. EAA Ultralight Light Sport Aircraft Council names chairman. Jim Farr of Germantown, Wisconsin has been named chairman of the Experimental Aircraft Association's Ultralight and Light Sport Aircraft Council, the council that provides essential background and guidance to EAA on ultralight and light sport aircraft matters. Farr has logged more than 1,300 hours of navigator time in C-130 and C-141 cargo aircraft while supporting nearly every major USAF operation until the later part of the 1990s. He is an Air Force veteran and also pursued ultralight flying. Navy T-45 lost in training accident. A training accident resulted in the loss of a Navy T-45 and injuries to 2 pilots who ejected just before the aircraft impacted in a residential area in Texas near NAS Kingsville. The 2 occupants ejected from the aircraft. Local reports mentioned that one pilot was up and ambulatory shortly after the accident while another came down in power or utility lines. 3 homes reported damage, again though, with no injuries to those inside. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. Whirly-Girls announce scholarship offerings. Whirly-Girls Scholarships Funds has announced the 2022 Whirly-Girls Scholarships offerings you see on your screen. These offerings is the largest program in the helicopter industry. The scholarships will be awarded on March 7th of next year at the Whirly-Girls Annual Awards Ceremony during the HAI HELI-EXPO in Dallas, Texas. Be sure to get your applications in before the deadline, which is approaching this October 3rd. The mission and goals of the organization include promoting of women in the helicopter industry through scholarship awards, mentoring, public appearances, press releases, magazine articles, and informational displays in aviation museums, the exchange of information among women in helicopter aviation, and the promotion of community acceptance of rotorcraft through increased public awareness or rotorcraft utility and versatility. Whirly-Girls International was founded in 1955 and currently has over 2,200 members representing 47 countries. After these messages, Pan Am Academy selected for B737-800 pilot training. Details after the break.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Welcome back. Pan Am Academy selected for B737-800 pilot training. Following the recent acquisition of its first Boeing 737-800, Nolinor Aviation selected Pan Am Flight Academy to deliver training services for their pilots. It was important for Nolinor to choose a training organization that really cares about carriers and with whom we can build a long-term business relationship. We know from having worked with them for years that we can count on Pan Am, said Marco Prudhomme, president of Nolinor Aviation. The relationship of trust between the established aviation training organization and the carrier began 15 years ago, when Nolinor Aviation selected Pan Am Academy for the training of their pilots for their Boeing 737-200 fleet. In 2019, Nolinor Aviation executed the purchase of the only Boeing 737-200 simulator available on the market from Pan Am Flight Academy. Following the acquisition of the full flight simulator, Nolinor proceeded to hand over the management of the simulator to the team at Pan Am Flight Academy. Nolinor Aviation pilots will be able to carry on with their regularly scheduled training at the Pan Am Flight Academy facilities in Miami. That does it for our show today. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne in the directory, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.